Welcome to Mission Impossible Mondays, where I review a Mission Impossible each Monday leading up to the release of the new movie. So first up, Mission Impossible 1. Truthfully, it's a classic movie of the protagonist gets set up and or betrayed by his team in the very beginning of the movie, and it turns out the antagonist is someone that the protagonist looked up to. With that being said, the plot of the movie is essentially to stop a knock list from getting into the enemy's hands. However, this mission was actually a setup from the CIA because the CIA knew that there was a mole in the agency. So when Ethan Hunt is the only one to survive from his team, the obvious choice is that the mole is him. But he didn't really know that this was a setup, so now he's on the run from the CIA to try to prove his innocence. To prove his innocence, he recruits a team from other disavowed IMF agents, one of those being Luther, who we see in future Mission Impossible movies, to go to Langley, which is a base, I think it's in Virginia if I'm not mistaken, to break into the CIA to get the actual knock list, because the knock list from the very beginning of the movie was a fake. And so the point of getting the actual knock list is to draw out the actual mole, so that that's what they want. So if Ethan Hunt has the actual list, the mole's going to come to him rather than him going to go find the mole. So, the plan works out. Obviously, Mission Impossible, this is where the title comes in. They have to break into the CIA. There's a laser grid. The room is pressure sensitive. It's temperature sensitive. You cannot speak above a whisper, this and that. It kind of gets scary a bit of points because, are they going to get caught? Not going to get caught. Obviously, they don't get caught because other future Mission Impossible movies also, it's a movie, the protagonist always wins, but a bit stressful still. Then besides that, they end up catching the mole, and the mole, it turns out to be the leader, or the guy that Ethan Hunt trusted at the most at the very beginning of the movie, who is actually alive because we thought he died, but he really didn't. So that he turns out to be the mole. With that being said, Luther gets reinstated into the IMF program because he helped Ethan, but Ethan kind of walks away from the IMF program, or just doesn't want to take any new missions because the organization that he trusted kind of betrayed him, kind of like how Ahsoka walked away from the Jedi Order. But I guess Ahsoka kind of pulled in Ethan Hunt because Mission Impossible came out before the Clone Wars. Anyways, the movie ends with Ethan Hunt getting assigned a new mission somewhere in the Caribbean, possibly. Maybe that's where the second movie is going to take place in, at the very beginning. But, it's only a new mission should he choose to accept it. But, tune back in next Monday for my thoughts on the second Mission Impossible movie, and follow for other movies, TV show news.